Do you feel overwhelmed when you think about all the things that you have to get done? Do you face a hard time keeping up with plans? Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So lately a few of you have been asking me what I do to stay organized as a student and throughout life in general. So in this video I'm going to be talking about just that. Let's dive in. So first of all, being a student is extremely hectic. Not only do you have to juggle your classes, but you also have to think about family, friends, extracurricular activities, having a social life, hobbies. The list just seems to go on and on and on. And so having all of these unwritten commitments can get pretty overwhelming. And that's why I find that having an organization system makes the biggest difference. Not only will you be able to juggle all of your commitments, but you'll also be able to do it with a lighter mind. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 applications that I use that are the holy grail to my organization system. These apps are free and readily available on your smartphone and on your computer. So the first app that I'm going to be talking about is Notion. Now for those of you who don't know what it is, Notion is a platform that is used for productivity, note-taking, collaboration and much more. So basically I have several workspaces on my Notion, such as my general workspace, which is the one that I consult daily. I also have a workspace for university, internships and other related things to my life. So when I get on my computer every day, Notion is the first thing that I open up, and I even have it downloaded on my phone. Every Sunday evening, I take a few minutes to just sit down and refresh my to-do list. I change my goals for the week and I put down every single commitment that I have planned for that week. I find it very helpful to transfer all of your plans onto a to-do list so that you can visualize it better, because first of all, you remove an immense burden from having to remember what you have to do when. And second of all, you have all of your weekly actions sort of like laid out in front of you so you know what to expect, and that way you can sort of like mentally prepare yourself for how the week is going to look like. So I'm going to show you guys my uni workspace real quick. Basically what I have on this workspace is my timetable for the semester attached to it, and I also have a page for each module that I'm taking that semester. The second app that I'm going to be talking about is the calendar app on your smartphone or on your laptop. Now, if you already haven't started using the calendar app, this is your sign to do so. I just find it to be such a powerful tool, and it completely changes the game of your organization system. I literally have all of my plans down in my calendar. For example, it could be receive a call from the bank at 10 a.m. on Thursday, or have some drinks with my friend at this bar on this date. Basically, if you're not on my calendar, we're not meeting. It's not happening. Now, I really strongly suggest you starting to use this application because it just takes off so much of load from having to remember what you have going on, when, where, how long it takes to get there. Because once it's there in the system, you don't have to worry about remembering it anymore. I have several calendars. For example, I have one for my personal life, one for uni, and one for work. And each calendar has its own color code. One of the functions that I find really cool is using a shared calendar. I think this is very useful, especially if you have a partner, because you can sort of program things into the calendar and you get to know each other's schedule, so it's just easier to plan around it. For example, if you wanted to take your partner out for dinner on Friday, and if you see that he or she has something going on, then you know like, oh well, okay, I can plan around that. You know, it's just simple things like that. So basically with my different calendars with its different color codes, it makes it so much easier for me to categorize and program my plans in. So that way, before I go to sleep, I sort of just take a look at what I have going on the next day, and I can already mentally prepare for that. Another thing that I find really cool is the fact that you're really able to customize each and every task. So for example, I used to have to visit apartments in Paris when I was finding for one. And what I would do is I would pencil that in. So I'd be like, okay, visit apartment number 1. The address, what time is it? And then you also have the option of adding a travel time. And in that travel time, you can sort of state your starting location, and so the app automatically calculates how long it would take you to get there, either by public transport, by foot, or by car or bicycle. And so once again, it's so much easier when you have a few things going on in that day and you know like, oh, okay, to get to place B I have to leave at this time, and Your app just calculates that for you and it sends you alerts when it's time to leave. That is so stress-free. So guys, start using your calendar app and use it to your advantage. The third app that I'm going to be talking about is the reminder app on your phone. Now this app is already downloaded and it's free. I use it to jot down like little tasks that I can't really quantify in terms of time. For example, it could be shooting a new photo for my LinkedIn profile or sending a message to my landlord. And very much like my calendar, I also have different lists on my reminder app for different things. For example, groceries, short to-do lists, or reminders. And of course, all of these lists are color-coded. And let's talk about the groceries list for a second here. I think that the mistake people make very often is thinking that they will remember what they have to get once they are there. But let's be honest, how often have you walked out of the grocery store and be like, oh, I forgot the toilet paper. It's as simple as jotting it down in your groceries list the moment you realize that something's lacking. I also use it to make a list for packing when I travel, and I think that's really helpful because guys, we don't want to forget that toothbrush. We have come to the end of this video and I really hope that you guys have found it helpful. If you did, please do give it a like and do click on that subscribe button because according to YouTube analytics, only 11% of the people on my channel are subscribed to it. So I would really appreciate if you guys could just hit that subscribe button. And if you ever try out one of these methods, let me know what you think of them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!